Falcons. I'm Victoria Tobing.
And I'm Maria Tobing, here with the Furnace Falcon Weekly News. Today is Thursday, April 8th, 2021.
We are in the final quarter of the school year. Keep up your momentum. Be sure to continue completing assignments and communicating with your teachers. Go to office hours to get help with all your assignments. Don't forget, report card conferences are on Thursday and Friday afternoon this week. Adults in your life can meet virtually with your teachers. See your advisory Google Classroom for more information.
Our news team represents many languages. You can watch them at Advisory or on our YouTube channel, Falcon TV.
Our quote of the week is, "Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous." Students, the Get Ready for Life program is here. Join this exciting new program designed for all immigrants aged 14 to 12. Receive support with communication, strategies to cope with stress, and relationships. Learn how to budget and discuss finances. Contact Colin McFarlane to sign up.
Ms. Camisa congratulates her award-winning students in biology classes for the third marking period. Highest average, first period Yanzin Liu, second period Jason Huang, fourth period Yun Fei Mo. Most improved, first period Russell Ali, second period Vincent Marquina, fourth period Jaden Ferticelli. Most diligent, first period Shaw Tu, second period Emily Vargas, and fourth period Cliven Augustin. Congratulations to all the hard-working students.
Artistic students, get your work included in the Spring Video Art Exhibition. Please email your artwork to Ms. McDonald.
Students, we should keep our surroundings clean. April is the month we celebrate Earth Day. We can demonstrate support for our environment by picking up the trash in our neighborhood. We all need to pitch in to keep Earth clean.
Spring sports are here. We have two important sports announcements.
First, girls volleyball had their first win of the season. Team captain Amy Trong led the team with the help of Jennifer Nelson. Amy is a small and powerful and a team veteran. Jennifer is a transfer who works hard and is always willing to help her teammates.
Next, we acknowledge soccer player Manny Rai. Manny was selected as the Player of the Week for the High School Sports Player of the Week. What an honor to be chosen as the best player in the state. Furnace is very proud of you, Manny. Email all sports questions to Miss Hannah.
Students, are you interested in learning about the history of hip-hop, graffiti art, and breakdancing? The Hip Hop Heritage Program is looking for students who are interested, and they're offering money. There's a $595 incentive for students who attend class regularly and complete assignments. Each student will also be given high-quality art supplies.
Students, can you sing the Element song? One of Mr. Siegel's students made it happen. His name is Sebastian Achisco. Here's Sebastian.
There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and rhenium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, and lanthanum, and osmium, and astatine, and radium, and gold, and protactinium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, and terbium, actinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium, and strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium, and bismuth, lithium, beryllium, and barium. There's holmium and helium and hafnium and erbium and phosphorus and francium and fluorine and terbium and manganese and mercury, molybdenum and magnesium, dysprosium and scandium and cerium and cesium and lead, praseodymium and platinum, plutonium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium and tantalum, vanadium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium and calcium and chromium and curium. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also mendelevium, nicenium, nobelium, and agrigetonium, radon, xenosic, rhodium, and chlorine, carbon, copper, tazocin, and sodium.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Students, we need your input. Are you interested in a bicycle program at Furness? Fill out a form about a bicycle program with OST. This survey is for you and your parents. Find it in your advisory Google Classroom.
Teacher Spotlight. Today, our announcer Min will interview our new ESOL teacher, Miss Daly.
Hi, Miss Daly. Good afternoon and welcome to Furness. I'm Min from the Furness new teams. I have a few questions so we can get to know you better.
Wonderful.
Are you from Philly?
No, actually, I am from New York. I grew up in Ossining, New York.
Oh, wow.
A little town on the Hudson River.
Where did you teach before you came to Furness?
Well, I started teaching in the Bronx, actually. That was my very first teaching job, and I quickly decided that I wanted to travel. I was young, and I had always wanted to travel, maybe do a semester abroad when I was in college, and I didn't get the chance to do that. So I joined the United States Peace Corps. Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
Well, it's a wonderful organization sponsored by the United States government, and it allows people to work in other countries and live there and learn about their culture and way of life, and also to give back to them. I was teaching English in Yemen back in the late 80s. So that's kind of how I started becoming interested in teaching English to speakers of other languages. That was really the spark for me.
Why did you decide to become an ESOL teacher?
Well, as I said, I think that being a Peace Corps volunteer really started it for me. I knew I wanted to be a teacher, but that's when I decided to focus on ESOL. And I've never looked back. I just love it. And I was able to actually, back in the day, I got a Peace Corps fellowship to attend Temple University.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I ended up coming to Philadelphia. So Peace Corps really kind of guided a lot of the decisions that I've made. And yeah, why I've settled in this area.
Who is your favorite author, and do you use this author with your students?
Oh, well, that's a good question. I have lots of different authors that I really love. I'd have to be hard-pressed to pick my favorite. Mostly with my students, though, I read, books that are related to the textbooks that we have and books that we have in school. So, for example, this year with my first ever online teaching experience, I chose a book called Seed Folks, and that was really fun because it was about, it's by a guy named Paul Fleischer, and it's about a community of people who come from all over the world, but they end up living in Cleveland, and they're brought together by this garden, this community garden, and each person contributes what they're interested in growing, and together they create this fabulous resource. And I feel like that's a parallel to what we do in school. You know, everybody brings something to our community, and we just keep developing it. And I think that was, again, a nice parallel for this school year for me.
What advice would you give students who are having difficulty with a teachers or a class?
Students who are having difficulty with teachers or a class.
Yes.
You mean learning virtually?
Yeah, I'll say that.
Well, I've always found teachers are very receptive to supporting students, although sometimes students might feel shy, or
Yeah.
if they get behind in their work, they might be a little bit, afraid to let the teacher know that they need help. But I would just try to assure them that, the best thing you can do is ask for help. And if not from the teacher directly, then certainly from another teacher that you know better, or one of the counselors, or I think that I would just urge students not to think that a problem is going to go away on its own. You have to be open and try to communicate the best that you can, and get as much help as you can with that.
What is one thing you need to survive in virtual school days?
One thing I need, well, obviously the computer.
Yeah.
We need that, and I am really impressed with how stable Google has been for us this school year. It's pretty amazing when you think of millions of people using this service every day, and we've really had so little trouble with it. I think just Google, the tools, Google Slides are a real anchor for me with my teaching. In fact, sometimes I think I overwhelm my students because there are always slides to kind of guide our work.
Yeah.
Where if we're in person, it would be more conversation. I'm missing that. I'm missing that part of teaching this year.
I hope we can go back to school soon.
I hope so too.
What is the best thing that has happened to you so far this year?
The best thing that's happened so far, I think, is the consistency with which my students attend my classes. I've been disappointed with the participation and the shyness, students keeping their cameras off and staying on mute. But somehow, the fact that they show up almost every single day, some of them every single day, that really keeps me going. So I think that's been a great part. And also, students might not realize that we teachers have meetings every day. So this has been a really nice thing for me as well, because I am new at Furness. It's been a great way for me to get to know my colleagues, and not just to say hello in the hallway, but to actually have some really great conversations every day, every week. And it's helped me a lot.
And thank you. We appreciate the time you've taken. Good luck still.
Oh, thanks so much.
Bye.
Welcome to Furness, Miss
Bye-bye.
Dally.
Don't forget, Furness is a food distribution center. You can get meals for free at Furness every Friday from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m.
Students, if you or someone you know experienced a racial crime or any kind of crime, there's help available. The Victim Services of South Philadelphia is here to assist. Here's the information.
Technology reminder. If your computer is not working, you need to go to the Technology Center at South Philadelphia High and get a new one. If you cannot attend virtual class, email your teacher and make sure your assignments are done.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and check valuable information on our website, furnace.philasd.org. Our website also provides a weekly announcement on YouTube in 5 languages: English, Chinese, Nepali, Spanish, and Vietnamese. That is all for this week's announcement.
Thank you for watching.
Keep warm
Be safe in the virtual world.
and the real world.
Wear your mask.
Wash your hands and we'll see you again next week.